Young and the Restless spoilers. Wednesday update the 5th of August, 2026. Welcome back to our channel, soap lovers. Today is a beautiful day to unpack the absolute madness going down in Genoa City. We have so much to talk about regarding the upcoming 2 weeks, so grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's get right into the thick of it. I cannot believe they did that. I mean, are you actually kidding me right now? I was literally screaming at my television screen late last night. Nick Newman is just walking out of rehab just like that because he had a bad dream? I've been watching this show religiously since 2015, and I am so incredibly sick and tired of them treating severe addiction and rehab facilities like it's some kind of weekend spa retreat where you can just check out whenever the vibes get a little too heavy. It is completely ridiculous. But wait, I need to calm down and explain what actually happened before I burst a blood vessel. So, Nick is in rehab, right? Doing the work, supposedly. And he has this nightmare. And honestly, I have to give the writers and directors some credit here because the scene was absolutely terrifying. Nick is hallucinating that he's sitting at a table in crimson lights. It's dark, the lighting is all moody and twisted, and he reaches for these sugar packets on the table. But when he tears them open, it's not sugar, it's fentanyl, and he just starts frantically swallowing it. The sheer desperation in Joshua Morrow's performance was chilling. You could see the absolute rock-bottom horror in his eyes. But instead of waking up from this nightmare and realizing, wow, I am severely sick and I need to stay in this medical facility, what does Nick do? He decides to leave, against medical advice. I'm sorry, but what kind of high-end, exclusive rehab facility just lets a severely addicted, hallucinating patient walk out the front door? It's a massive plot hole, and it drives me crazy. But from a character standpoint, it shows exactly how broken Nick is right now. He thinks he can handle this on his own. He thinks he can just power through the withdrawals and the psychological cravings because he's a Newman. Remember when they tried this storyline with him years ago? Or when other characters thought they could just walk off an addiction? Yeah, didn't work then either. It always leads to a massive crash. And Nick is heading for the biggest crash of his life. And why is he leaving? Because he wants to get to Victor and Nikki's vow renewal, but deep down, we all know the real reason. He wants to get to Matt Clark. Am I the only one who thinks Nick is actually becoming the villain in this specific dynamic? I know. Matt is a monster. Matt has done unforgivable things to Sharon, to Noah, to the whole family. But this new Matt, this amnesiac or reformed Matt, is actually kind of fascinating. He's just trying to exist, and Nick is relentlessly hunting him down like a rabid dog. If Nick attacks Matt now, while Nick is high or withdrawing, Nick is the aggressor. I am genuinely terrified that Nick is going to do something he can never come back from. Okay, back to the point. Let's talk about Victor and Nikki. Because while their son is literally hallucinating deadly drugs at the local coffee shop, these two are planning a romantic getaway to Venice and a massive vow renewal ceremony at the ranch. I love Nikta. They are soap royalty. But how many times can these two get married or renew their vows? It feels like every single time they have a minor disagreement, like Victor secretly bringing Patty Williams to town and ruining lives, they just slap a band-aid on it with a lavish party and a trip to Italy. It's honestly peak Victor Newman behavior. He completely betrays Nikki's trust, manipulates her medical directives when she was blind, and then when she gets mad, he just apologizes and throws money at the problem. My love for you is stronger than my hatred for Jack Abbott. Oh please. Victor will never stop hating Jack, and Nikki just melts and smiles. I mean, I get it, they are endgame, but the timing is so tone-deaf. Your family is falling apart. Nick is a mess. Victoria is stressed out of her mind trying to save him with Adam, and Victor is picking out floral arrangements for the ranch. It's hilarious, but also so frustrating. And look who is showing up to this vow renewal all by herself. Abby Newman, because Devon Winters is nowhere to be found. And honestly, good for her. Devon is being so incredibly toxic right now. His absolute, unhinged rage over Mariah is destroying his marriage. Yes, Mariah kidnapping Dominic was traumatic. I am not minimizing that. But Devon's constant snapping, his refusal to compromise, and his legal threats are just alienating everyone around him. Abby is exhausted. She just wants peace. So Abby goes to her parents' vow renewal alone, and you just know she is desperate for a shoulder to cry on. And who is waiting in the wings? Daniel Romalotti Jr. Am I the only one who sees the sparks flying there? Daniel is already exhausted from playing peacemaker between Phyllis and Cricket, so he and Abby can just bond over being the only sane people in their respective relationships. It would not be the first time Daniel became a temporary replacement for Abby. I kinda want to see it happen, just to see the look on Devon's face when he realizes his anger cost him his wife. Now, let's pivot to Noah and Sienna. because this storyline has me rolling my eyes so hard they might get stuck. Noah has decided that they need to pack up and move back to Los Angeles. Why? Because seeing Matt Clark every day is too much. Are you kidding me, Noah? You just opened the shadow room. You literally built a replica of your Vegas club right here in Genoa City, and you're abandoning it after like 5 minutes? It is giving major coward energy. But let's be real here. Is Noah running away because he's terrified of Matt's past crimes? Or is he running away because Sienna is actually buying into Matt's redemption act? Because I saw the way Sienna looked at Matt when he said he wanted peace. Noah knows he is losing his grip on her. Sienna literally told Noah, "Nobody manipulates me, and nobody controls me, including you." Yes, Sienna, put him in his place. Noah is dragging her back to LA to isolate her from Matt because he is deeply insecure. It's toxic boyfriend behavior, and Sienna deserves better. And the funniest part of this whole LA move is that Danny Romalotti is taking over the management of the Shadow Room. Danny Romalotti, the former rock star who just got back together with Christine, Cricket is going to be so incredibly confused by this sudden career change. Imagine Danny, this legendary musician, managing a dark, edgy nightclub in Genoa City. It's so random, but I am actually here for it. Maybe he'll perform some acoustic sets? Who knows? Okay, but here is the absolute craziest spoiler for the upcoming weeks, and the main reason I am typing furiously late at night. Mariah Copeland is going to cross paths with Matt Clark. I cannot believe they are going there. This is going to be explosive. Sharon just warned Mariah about Matt. Noah just spent an hour trash-talking Matt to Mariah. So what is Mariah going to do? She's going to be curious. You have to look at Mariah's psychology right now. She is at her absolute lowest. Devon is trying to throw her in prison for the kidnapping. Tessa is pulling away and having weird feelings for Daniel. Mariah feels like a complete monster, a pariah in this town. And who else is a pariah? Matt Clark. Matt thrives on finding broken, vulnerable people and making them depend on him. He is a master manipulator. If Mariah and Matt actually become friends, or form some kind of twisted alliance, oh my god, the fallout will be astronomical. Sharon will literally spontaneously combust. Nick will actually murder him. But from a psychological standpoint, it makes so much sense. Mariah might look at Matt and think, if he can change, maybe I can be forgiven too. Or Matt might use Mariah to get back at Noah and Nick. It is a goldmine for drama. I am dreading the pain it will cause Sharon, but as a soap fan, I am eating it up. It is peak daytime television. And don't even get me started on Kyle Abbott. What on earth is this boy thinking? Kyle is still plotting his grand revenge against Victor Newman, completely ignoring every single warning he is getting. Claire literally looked him in the eye and told him to back off her grandfather. Does Kyle listen? Of course not. He thinks he's the smartest guy in the room. Kyle is out here making secret deals with Patty Williams. Patty Williams, the woman who poisoned Summer, the woman who held his mother hostage. Remember when Jack tried to outsmart Victor using shady tactics and ended up losing everything? Kyle is making the exact same mistakes, but worse, because he's dealing with a literal psychopath. I know some people are loving this edgy, dark Kyle, but personally, I think he is digging his own grave. Victor is going to crush him like a bug, and Claire is going to dump him when she finds out. It's a disaster waiting to happen. Finally, looking ahead to the week of August 10, we have this mysterious new character, Marie Kirkland, arriving in Genoa City. The spoilers say she is looking for a fresh start. Who is she? Is she tied to Matt's past? Is she a new doctor at the hospital who is going to treat Nick? Or maybe she's a new love interest for one of the single guys in town. Whenever someone comes to GC for a fresh start, they are usually running from a massive, dark secret. I cannot wait to see what kind of chaos she brings to the canvas. Seriously, you guys, the next 2 weeks are going to be absolutely insane. Between Nick's downward spiral, Nicta's tone-deaf wedding, Noah running away like a scared little boy, and the terrifying potential of a Mariah and Matt friendship, I don't think my heart can take it, but I will be seated, watching every single second. Let me know in the comments if you think Nick is going to kill Matt, or if Mariah is going to fall for Matt's manipulation. I need to know I'm not the only one losing my mind over this.